102.5 FM. Turn up. Turn up. Wake up. I tell you, get money. I get up, get the money, baby. Bring you the news you can use. Let you know what's going on in the communities. Man, law, health, business, and hygiene. We're gonna show you who the hottest in the streets is. We'll bring you the greatest moments in hip hop. Put you up on game. Then we gonna go to your favorite barbershop. Get all the gossip of the week and the No Offense interview show. Y'all stay tuned. We live.
Yes, we are live. Burnham and the OG. I think it's wrote like Burnham and the OG, but I've been saying everybody say Burnham and OG. You know what I'm saying? Nobody say the part. So we're gonna have to fix the logo at some point.
Today's Wednesday.
I say OG's in the house.
Yeah.
I say OG's in the house. In your mouth.
Yes, and we got a whole lot to talk about today. It is going down. Kim Potter resigned. There was a bunch of shootings. I touched on it last night on Fire in the Streets, but there was a bunch of shootings that went undercover, and somebody had made the comparison like when the George Floyd stuff happened, there was a school shooting in Tennessee, and then when this Dante Wright stuff happened, there was a school shooting in Tennessee. So they're like, what's going on in Tennessee, or how much of this stuff is really happening? Do y'all think they could orchestrate any of this stuff? Now we know they can, but you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's been talks about that before. They got videos on YouTube that claim that these people be disaster actors and go out in areas and pretend like this big event happened, but it didn't happen.
I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, I like to investigate when I hear stuff like that. So I saw a video, now keeping in mind that the videos can be faked too.
Right.
But they was showing, it didn't seem like it was a feed. Yeah, we'll get the comments on. It didn't seem like it was a feed that would kind of bullshit you know what I'm saying? But they were showing all these people. The people, when they said all these people are at these different disasters,
they were
showing them there, like here they is here, and then here they is at this disaster, and then here they, and I'm like, I don't know, that look kind of convincing, you know what I mean? It looks so, but it's just like the world is in chaos. To me, I'm gonna go deep conspiracy on you just right quick. To me, it's all so they can have. What's up, Skyler, man? Salute to you too, man. It seemed like to me, I'm finna be like, what's up, Roxy? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Caress?
Showing love.
Hey, it seemed to me it's all to take control. Remember RoboCop?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was so much crime and stuff going on that they had the government had to take over, and they had the one big company that ran everything, which would be Amazon probably. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna run everything. They put out cops and all this. They got robot cops, but I'm just saying, it was so much crime that they had the martial law went into effect, curfews, stuff like that. To me, it seemed like they trying to get it to that level.
Right.
Well, when you remember when we had our Black Lives Matter movement here, it did become a little like that. They wanted curfew, like Kenosha. Kenosha got curfew after all that mess with Kyle Rittenhouse and the poor victims, and Milwaukee. So I see that could go there.
Listen.
Yeah,
right.
Because listen, I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them people that's usually be in the house, but once they put a curfew out, I made it my point to go to the gas station or something. Like, don't nobody tell me when the hell I gotta be in my house. I'm grown as hell, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I think they trying to get total control of this motherfucker or something. I don't know. There's just so much going on there, but they won't address none of the real problems.
Right.
They got R. Kelly locked up, and everybody else is just running wild.
Man, we need to check on him, man. Everybody been dying from corona, and we ain't heard nothing about it. Last we heard about him, he got beat up by the little Mexican dude.
Right, we ain't heard nothing else from him. Kels, you all right? You know what I mean?
How your people call our people?
Goodness.
We try to get in touch with them, but I don't know if y'all know the title. Sometimes we gotta take advantage of having a woman on the show. You know what I mean? Because something came up. The first thing that came up, excuse me, y'all. I know y'all like, what? I was that hungry. I'm sorry. I had to take a bite. But I saw a video yesterday of a girl. She's from here. And see, this explains a lot of these men, the way some of these men are, so-called men. So I guess maybe the teacher called home, said the little boy had got in trouble. So she had the little boy in the corner, facing the wall, with 2 jars of spaghetti sauce, holding it up like this. So in my head, she thinks she gonna make him a man. You know what I mean? She's gonna discipline him and make him a man at the same time by making him hate women. You know what I'm saying? Because there's adverse effects to shit like that. You know what I mean? You don't never know. Listen, when a male is beating on his woman, I think we probably touched on this before. It is assumed that he got that behavior from his dad. He seen his dad beat his mama up, so now he's beating his woman up. When I know firsthand that most of this violence comes from those mothers, and it comes from these women especially when they doing shit like making a boy stand in the corner holding up spaghetti like this, and he's saying it hurts, and she's saying stand your ass there. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about this a little bit on Method Lab. I'm going to tell you. I want to say, maybe, 'cause obviously you're a guy, you're looking at it from another perspective, but I'm looking at it as somebody had to punish their kid and they weren't hitting them. We talked about punishment and having your kid held accountable for what they're doing. She wasn't spanking him. Oh, gee, she wasn't doing anything besides telling him, stand there, hold those up. I know it hurts. Man, I did that in school. I actually had to do that in school with 2 encyclopedias until my arms were burning. But, it was a way to discipline me without touching me and making me understand that I did something wrong. So I could kind of see where she's coming from, but I know where you're coming from too, because I feel like a lot of guys, it just goes back to those weird, you have mama issues, you got daddy issues, But, you could hate on women all you want because the way your mama was, but your mom's only human as well. She was trying to teach you something. I don't know. I mean, tell me, what do you think about what I'm saying?
Like stuff like that is easy to say, but you know what I'm saying? It don't stop those feelings from being there and from you feeling like that and having been traumatized by that shit. It's like if a woman says she was raped, and I'm like, well, people get raped every day. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to hear that shit.
No, that's
right?
true.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like, I don't want to hear, and they'll tell you that, and it's like, until you can deal with those issues, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have that problem. Not, like I say, she's, to me, that something like that, how does she know how that will affect him? How that will make him turn out? I don't think that's a good. What happened to stay in your room and read a book?
There's too many cool things in our rooms right now.
That's an excuse. See, women are full of fucking excuses. I'm sorry, but they full.
No.
I'm sorry, I got to say it. They full of excuses.
Tell me your
they
kid.
got an excuse for every. Well, there's a lot of take the fun things out. Shit.
Yeah, and you know what though? It's true though, because there has to be some sort of discipline.
Right. I understand that.
What I'm saying is that, and I mean discipline, mind, body, and soul as well. Not just, we need to spank and rear our children. I understand that part of it too.
Right.
But when we don't want, how can I say this? I know kids that love to read and rather not be on a tablet. I know some of those kids. You know what I mean? But there's other kids, like you said, you put them in a room to read, and if you're saying there's other distractions, then they don't have enough discipline to read and not do those other distractions. So what do we do? How do we fix that? How do we get to that point to fix those issues? Because if a child is sitting in a room and there's a PS5, a tablet, a phone, all in the room, and you tell them, hey, I need you to sit down, I need you to read chapters 1 through 4, they're going to get through chapter 1 and be like, I wonder what Timmy's doing next door. He wants to get on and play Call of Duty.
Right.
Okay? So, it depends on how you raise your children. Are these extracurricular things that they have in their room vanity and they can only use them for a certain time? Because I did that with my kids. Where I told them, you know what? You can only use the PlayStation from this time to this time. But you need to do homework from this time to this time. But see, what they would do is go out of their way to act like they did their homework so they could get on the PlayStation and be like, hey, I'm doing my homework. Can I do this early?
Right.
No. But see, it's the parent also. We can't make excuses because our kids have luxury.
Right.
Right. And then people like I say, when I brought up these people always say what happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they living these hugely successful fucking lives. Like these punishments made them better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you still you. You know what I mean? It's to me, I want to hear the person that was like, I got beat on a regular and now I'm a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I got those beatings, I'm a millionaire. You ain't gonna hear that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna say that because it's not a fact. And to me, it put me in the mind, my main thing with her is she thinks she's making a man. And that goes to the title today. You know what I'm saying? Because you got women that'll tell you what a man is, you know what I'm saying? Or she feels she can make a man. How the fuck can you do that? And how is making him hold spaghetti jars in the corner gonna make him a man? He get in trouble at school, let me tell you something. Because we go get really real. You get in trouble at school, listen, I follow your page. Half the time you dancing on the pole. See, let's get to the grit of it. You want to punish these, I'm talking about, you got people want to punish their kids like they there raising them, you know what I'm saying, by the day and helping them through life. No, you dealing with them when you ain't on the fucking pole. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't on the pole and running the streets, you got videos, video after video. Go to her OnlyFans, this, that. Then I see this shit.
Okay, so that, I call that part-time parenting. But see, then that's when I'm not saying that her job is invalid for what she wants to do to make money for her family, because that's another thing.
Who says she making money? These on Instagram.
No.
You know what I'm saying? She just like to dance.
Oh, okay. She's not an actual paid entertainer.
No, she don't strip nowhere.
Okay.
She just dancing on Instagram.
And she's just a hoe.
But look, wait.
Wait. Being a hoe is not a bad thing, y'all. Come on now.
We go slut shame.
We're talking about parenting.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm saying, you're right. She's a part-time parent.
Yeah, she's a part-time parent.
That's what maybe sometimes I have to clear stuff up.
Yeah.
I say stuff and you may get the wrong idea at first. But I'm like, let's say, you know, she to me, to not fully be there teaching your children the shit, because I went through this personally, the shit that they supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? And then punishing them in a manner that
they don't know.
Right,
it's your fault.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Bitch, somebody should have you in the corner holding the spaghetti jars and shit. You know what I mean? I ain't never been able to go in my mama room. I'm glad, thank you, mama, that I didn't have to go in my mama room and see a stripper pole and handcuffs and whips and lingerie and shit. I don't want to see that shit.
It was a
at
different
least
time.
Put it up.
Right.
It was a different time.
was a different time.
Right. But at least put it up. A stripper pole in your bedroom.
Right. Well, see, or a swing, or you know, that crazy
come on,
stuff.
Man. Come on,
no,
man.
but think about it. Like, if you look at what was that movie that just came out with the 3 little boys? Oh man, I forgot the name of the movie. But those 3 little boys that were on a mission throughout the day to get repair a drone and they were in there with a sex doll and a sex swing. He's like, yeah, my dad has a CPR doll. Have you seen that movie?
What movie
I
was
forgot
it?
what movie it is. But anyway,
I think I know what you're talking about.
don't get me wrong, the movie was hilarious. But that happens in real life, and kids are asking millions and one questions. What's with this? Or what's
Right.
with that? Because it's there. Their parents don't put it away. Like you see chicks nowadays, and this is funny to me. They get on their live, and they got a bookshelf, and there's a dildo, a big one, sitting on the shelf.
You cannot fault her for wanting what she wants to take
No.
care of herself. Wait a minute.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you have it on the shelf. It's called tidy up before you get on camera.
That's
Right.
true.
Put it
She-
away.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, hey, look, this is the dildo. It's right here. It's on the shelf, and I'm having a conversation. Everybody's like, hey, you forgot to put your toy away.
Right.
Yeah, she was a BBC interviewer, and I don't think she had kids. She was a young lady.
Yeah, but-
it was
Big
just
black
right
cop.
there.
Listen, I feel, and listen, just to let ladies know, I feel the same way about fathers. It's the same way. I just made a whole video about how fathers need to step up, especially black fathers. But that's like dudes that think they can parent from jail and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. He only got to listen to you until you hang up the phone. You ain't coming. You ain't finna come do shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't worried about you. He know by the time you get out of jail, he'll be big enough to whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But and it goes for those that they pick up the kids. I got guys like this. They pick up the kids, right? And they take them over their mama house or their sister house, and they go and run the streets. Then the child get in trouble. They want to go over there and whoop the child and shit. Like you know what I mean? Like you taking care of business. I don't care who it is. It goes same. I'm the same way for fathers too. It's the same way. If you ain't there doing the job that you supposed to do, how can you punish them kids in that manner? In that manner is what I'm saying. Not punish them. They have to be punished, like you said. I agree, but in those manners where the kids are crying and they holding shit, you know what I'm saying? That hurts. You know what I'm saying? So she had one video. I skipped past. I couldn't watch it. I went to do something, right? Because I think I was on the air at the time. So I went to do some shit. I came back. Because I watched the stories on Facebook. So I'm flipping through that. They still there.
Oh, poor baby. See now, 10, 15 minutes. Let yourself
Right.
burn a little bit and then be like,
10,
you know what you
15
did.
minutes is too long. To me, that's a long time for somebody because, see, you have to know something about working out, too. Sometimes there's a lot of muscles you don't work every day. You know what I mean? And so when he's doing this, now he's working different kind of muscles. So he's feeling pain. He only, what he was 10? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I know a woman named Willie Mae. And my other point is the effects of that. You see what I'm saying? Because I knew a woman named Willie Mae. She had 4 sons. And when I actually seen her do this, I don't know what they did, but she had them lined up on the wall. And she took a chain and put it around her fist and just went and just was punching each one of them in the back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my.
And them dudes terrorized the neighborhood, dog. That was the effect. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go out and beat up everybody
But that isn't
because they getting beat up.
that isn't always the case, though. Okay, so I'm not a millionaire.
But
It is.
ain't.
And I know-
Listen, when
So
you
when I used to get
when you a
whoopings.
man, when you a dude, a boy, when you getting beat on a regular, you can only turn out one or two ways. You go be a bitch or a thug.
See,
Flat
and
out.
I'm not, again, you're coming from another man's perspective. I'm coming from mine, where I did get spanked when I was a kid. And
On the regular.
I'm not perfect. Obviously, I'm not
when
making
you
money.
say spank, what do you mean?
Belts, wooden spoon, cord, a hanger, and a broom. That's one of the ones that I actually do remember.
That's
No,
one of the
but like-
gambits we
no.
use.
Right,
against
But
Latinos.
like
chanclas,
on
you
the
know.
regular, them was just at separate times. But did you get beat
Yeah.
with a cord on the regular?
Yes, because you
Okay.
know what? I didn't want to behave. I was kind of a bad kid. I would run around and do stuff, not listen, and not do my homework and stuff. And yeah, I was kind of
see,
misbehaving.
That's what I'm saying. You got beat for not doing your homework.
Yeah, because I
Now,
wasn't
see-
doing good in school.
It amazes me
Same here.
how these people think that there's nothing wrong with them. It amazes me that they think that they turned out perfect and had all this shit happen to them. Now, to that, I say, I need to ask some of the people you were in relationships with because they may tell a different story.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You see what I'm
So
saying?
check it out. I'm gonna tell you. I did get discipline as a child. I wasn't abused, but my mother was very strict. Right. So, did I do a lot of bad shit when I was a kid? Yes, I did. Did I get reprimanded and disciplined for it? Yes, I did. Did I get beat just because? No, I did not. Okay.
See, I got beat.
But when I got older, did I have anger management issues? Yes, I did.
See?
Now, can we attest that to me being beat up when I was little? No, because it's two different things for me. But that's for me.
Exactly. Every
Okay.
But see,
individual is
who
different.
knows? How you know that?
Because my anger wasn't about my mom beating me. My anger was about other shit.
But that it could stem from being beat. Maybe it ain't at your mom, but you was still beat. I'm pretty sure people didn't get beaten like it. You had some type of anger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I was. Don't get me
Now
wrong.
we got people diagnosing
Man,
themselves.
every time I got
I was diagnosed by a doctor.
Hey, what I'm saying, who knows where that shit come from?
all I know is every time I got an ass whooping, somebody at school got one too.
Same with
Well,
me.
no, yeah.
I was a violent person
Yeah.
because of those ass whoopings. I can admit that.
You call
know what
my
I mean?
mama? Oh, I'm finna earn this because I know what's finna happen.
And then you got somebody. It's a sort of betrayal too, because it's somebody that you love unconditionally that's supposed to love you beating on you.
But were you sat down as a child and told why you did it?
Right. That's it. Telling
No,
you.
I'm asking.
Oh,
That's
was y'all
very
motherfuckers,
important.
You little summer
No,
bitches.
I
That
I
was
was
what
told.
you heard.
I was told what I did wrong and what I
Right.
needed to fix.
Right.
But see,
Hell, that's the difference, though.
I got told
When
while
we
I
get
was
told
getting
what
the
we
whooping.
wrong,
No, but
we
see-
get told, you little stupid motherfucker. I'm getting
Right.
tired of your ignorant ass.
hey, there
Yeah,
was
I
a
got
joke.
told during the whooping.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
there's a joke that says we got hit for every syllable.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got told during the whooping.
No, yeah, but see, I literally got talked to after the fact. You know what I mean? Like she would wait a half hour, come in and sit me down and be like, this is what happened and why it happened because you did X, Y, and Z.
See, everybody different.
Yeah, that was only on TV.
But
That
see-
wouldn't have, yeah, that wouldn't, and it wouldn't have made
We
no
only
fucking
seen that
difference
shit
to
on
me at
TV,
all.
right.
It wouldn't have made no difference to. I
But
wouldn't
see,
have been
for
like,
me-
oh, and I got whips bleeding and
Right.
shit on me from getting whipped with the stitching cord while I was naked.
Right.
No, I'm sorry.
See, but see,
we had
for
a
me-
different experience, so let's not compare experiences because we all had different.
No, but
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
I got my ass whooped with an extension cord. I got
Right.
my ass beat
Mine
with a
too.
fucking broom. I got beat with a leather belt that was double the size of of me. Period.
Right.
But so the thing is that it's the way you were brought up and the action for the reaction. So I did have anger management issue, but I never took it out on my mom because my mom disciplined me. You know what I'm saying?
No, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying some people. We was talking about a certain guy that beats women.
No,
That's
no,
who
no,
we was
no, no,
talking
yeah,
about.
okay,
you
so-
know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, as I don't think we need to talk to somebody who didn't get any whoopings to find out if they had anger management issues. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be hard.
Right. You know
We
what
gotta
I mean?
wait 20 years.
But
We gotta wait for timeout Timmy.
right.
I was gonna say I have a lot of white friends that didn't get whooped.
That's what I'm saying. And you,
You
know,
know
what?
what I
That's the
mean?
culture, though.
I hate to say it seems minority driven that
It is.
we got whooped. You
Don't get me
know.
wrong. There are some white families that do
Yes.
beat their kids.
But
And
that's
I say
slave
beat,
shit.
not discipline.
Let's make that clear. That is slave shit.
But-
and there's no way around it.
But now there's
How? You beat slaves. Who you saw get beat besides slaves? Where did beatings come from? Who's traditionally been beat throughout history? Slaves.
Women.
slaves.
Yes, but women too. Come on, you got to bring that down.
How? I'm
Because-
talking about through history. I'm going all the way back through history in the early ADs and all that. I'm talking about slaves. Yeah, women was around. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
if
I
there were women
I-
slaves, they got beat too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
get you.
Yeah,
But,
but I mean-
I'm saying that's some slave shit to beat your kid. I don't think it's right at all. I think it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? First, you a bully. You beating up on somebody. You bigger than them. Now you got women that'll hit a child, and it's like, okay, why you hit that child? That child fucked up. Okay, if I'm in a relationship with you and you fuck up, can I hit you? They comeback is
right.
that's my child. That ain't your property. That's not your property.
Let me ask you this. I want to ask so we can clear this up. Do you believe in discipline?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so there's a huge difference, people. For everybody that's listening, we're talking about discipline versus abuse.
A beating, yeah, abuse, yeah.
Okay, there's a huge difference because right now there's a gray area and everyone's like, huh? So this
No,
is the thing.
spanking.
No.
It's
Spanking
okay
is
if you
discipline.
spank your child every now and then when they fuck up. Cause listen, I don't hit my kids. You're right. Let's clear that up, y'all. I don't hit my kids, but there are things they can do to earn an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Right,
That's
yeah,
the difference.
right.
See, there's a difference. OG will spank his child when needed.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So if the child is wilding out 7 days a week, OG's gonna handle it.
Right.
If the child can go a whole year without getting ass whooping, good.
Right.
But see, there's a difference between discipline and abuse.
Yeah.
There's somebody just because they spilled milk will get a fucking ass whooping.
Right.
That's not terms to get an ass whooping
Right,
or
right.
being spanked. It's
Right,
like, hey,
right.
go get a rag and clean your mess.
Right.
Okay? There's a difference. I know kids that when we were little used to get beat up because they did spill milk or
Me
because they didn't take the garbage out on time. Even though they took it out late, he got an ass whooping for it.
Or at least hit.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So there's a huge difference, people, between discipline and abuse. And when you rear your child to be a certain way and they don't listen to you, that still doesn't equal abuse.
But
It
some
equals
some of that stuff, see, and everybody's different. You don't know how even these spankings will affect someone. You know I can pinpoint the day that I was done, that I knew nobody else would touch me, that it was it. And I was going to school, on my way to school, leaving the house. I don't know what I did. Maybe I left something out or something stupid, right? So right as I'm leaving out the door, my mama called me. I turned around, she smacked the fuck out of me. Wow. From that day forth, I said no motherfucker will ever put their hands on me.
How old
You
were
know
you?
what I'm saying? I was 12. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm like, no motherfucker. That's how I got shot. The last time I got shot, because a motherfucker hit me, and I hit him, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
nobody put their hands on me, and then he shot me because he didn't want to deal with, you
No,
know, these
yeah,
things.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I can pinpoint the moment where I was like, that's it, I'm tired of these whoopings. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotti, I'm not trying to pry open, but going back to that, was there something she just did to you because she was just abusing you? Were you abused or were you being disciplined? I'm just asking because you say she
No,
just...
I just told y'all what happened. I think I left something out or some shit like that.
So your mom was a little bit abusive to you. She wasn't.
Yeah, everybody was. But I'm
see,
saying,
I'm asking because we want to know: was it discipline or abuse?
no, I'm telling you it was abuse. Y'all not go decide whether
No,
it's discipline or abuse.
You just-
it happened to me.
No,
How
yeah.
you go decide whether it was discipline or
No,
abuse?
I'm not trying to make it sound like that either. What I'm saying is you just said she hauled off and hit you because you left something out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm asking. I wanted to know. She just decided to.
That ain't, man, discipline or abuse. You shouldn't
That's
be smacking
abuse.
no motherfucking kid in the face. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Come on, man. That's who am I standing here with? Y'all believe in beating kids like that?
No, but there is a difference between discipline and abuse. There really is.
Come on, man. I
There
know
re-
that. Don't talk to y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, don't talk to me like I'm stupid.
I
You
know,
what I'm
I
saying?
know, I
'Cause
know.
I do know the
Got it.
difference
So
between that.
you were
know
getting
what I'm saying?
abused. You were getting
Listen,
abused.
the point
Yeah.
is that shit can make you violent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my point. You know what I mean? We'll be counseled. You know what I'm saying?
I see a
I'm
child getting
saying.
whooped for knocking over the beer that parent had it in the floor. Yeah, and you know what, man? And that's fucked up. See, and that's abuse,
Right,
fam. Like,
right.
see, kids make mistakes. They're
But a
learning.
kid, what's the difference between abuse and discipline to a kid?
Depending on how you talk
No,
to them.
I think depending how you
beating on a
administer
motherfucking
it.
kid, are they in their head? Do you think they saying this is abuse? Is this abuse or discipline? It's gonna all feel the same, right?
Sort of.
Right?
Sort of.
No, if you getting beat before the explanation, it all feels like abuse.
I guess you could say that. And the reason why I say it is because
If we not gonna keep it real, man, we
No, we keep it
can't
real.
be bullshitting.
okay,
man.
I know,
Listen,
I
we
felt
can't
like
be
I didn't
bullshitting.
deserve it. I don't give a shit
It
what I
felt like
did wrong.
abuse when it was happening.
Yeah.
There's no way you a 6-year-old kid getting a whooping deciding if it's discipline or abuse.
So you're
or
outside.
you saying I'm being disciplined.
So
Come
your
on, man.
so your
Tell
child's
your
outside.
friends
Listen,
she
no, hold up,
beat
hold on. Here we go. So your child's outside and throws a rock in a car window, and you go out and discipline him before you tell him. That's not an abuse. That's an ass whooping.
No,
You
I'm
did something
saying,
wrong.
listen, I'm saying to him, it all feels the same.
It's gonna feel abuse, dude. It's gonna.
Thank you.
it's
That's
gonna
all I'm
feel-
saying.
Yeah.
To a child, it all feels like
But
abuse.
The thing is your action was because of the cause of the reaction. The child didn't get an ass whooping because he didn't throw a rock in a window.
I said, listen, let's not get off track.
That's
you
what-
can't
okay.
play the Jedi mind trick
No,
with
I'm not.
Listen. To a kid, it all feels like abuse.
It does.
That's what I'm saying.
Anytime
To
you
a
spank a
kid.
child or you hit a child,
Right.
you do it daily. You're abusing your fucking child.
But even if it's just once in a while, to them, they're not gonna say, okay,
I deserve that.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because who feel like they deserve to get beat on?
Okay, now there's a difference. Are you literally whooping your child into submission or are you spanking them once or twice?
Listen.
No, because there's a difference, fam. If I smack my child on the ass
to
one
a
time,
kid, it all feels like abuse. That's what I'm saying. A kid is not deciphering whether it's abuse or discipline when they getting beat.
okay, but you say beat. It's spanked one time on the ass. or
Whatever it
beaten?
is, man, an attack. Whatever it is.
See, that's the difference in where the abuse comes in. If you hit a child on the ass and not in the face, and you hit him once, is that abuse?
So now listen.
Because there's a difference between
Listen.
beating and smacking. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for saying that? There's a difference between smacking
But
your
you're trying to
child or
confuse
fucking
what I'm
fighting your
saying.
child.
What I'm saying is to a child, it all feels like abuse. Okay, when before your mama sat you down and explained to you why she beat you, when you was getting beat, did you feel like it was abuse or discipline?
Depending on what I did.
At what age did you know this? What, 3?
No, hell no.
See, man, y'all is bullshit,
No,
man. Straight
man,
up.
I'm saying-
Y'all is bullshit,
No.
man. I'm ready to change the subject,
10,
man.
10 or 12 years old, I already knew what time it was.
Right.
If I did something wrong. But 3, 4 years old, I wasn't getting beatings.
Right.
I was getting
But I'm
spankings.
saying a young child, my child Jacob is 5.
Right.
If Jacob does something
Right.
and I spank him, is he gonna know the difference between discipline and abuse, or is he just gonna know he getting spanked?
Depending on how you treat him. Because you don't do it all the time, Gotti.
Right. But I'm saying
But if you sit him down because you are a different person.
it's gonna feel like an attack to him no matter what it was.
No,
No
man.
matter if I just do this or do this, it's gonna feel like an attack to him.
Okay, that you're right about. Because,
That's all I'm saying. It's just gonna feel like
but see, the difference in his feeling is how you treat it before and after. Yeah, he's gonna feel a certain way when you're doing the action.
he may not. That's what I'm saying. We don't know that for sure. That's one of them things we don't know. We don't know how he's gonna feel.
Let's take this call, man.
I ain't got no headphones.
Yo.
Right there.
They're
Yo,
right
yo,
by your
yo,
coffee
it's your
thing.
boy Spade. What's happening?
What's good, man? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I was just watching y'all. I was just watching the live stream, watching y'all discussion on,
Abuse.
the difference between spanking and discipline.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. We here for open discussion.
Bet. All right. For one, I wanna preface this by saying that I think when we as adults, when we spank our children or discipline in any type of way with in a physical term, it's really to soothe our own ego in a sense, right? Because like OG said, right, you can work your way into an ass whooping, right? And so what's getting you to that point as an adult? I mean, I got 3 kids and I spanked all 3 of them in the past, and it can still happen again. You know what I'm saying? But I had to ask myself what got me to that point as the adult.
Okay.
Right? It's really the ego of you feeling like, oh, they trying to play me. Or sometimes even if if they not listening to you around other people, right? Then people get to looking at you like you ain't got no control factor. Right. So then you get to down your own ego and thinking like, damn, I ain't got them under wraps. Right. So then you'll do something out of a base reaction. You know what I'm saying?
And see, in this situation, I know for a fact that Gotti parents his children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Gotti doesn't abuse his children. He's a parent to his children. So this is why I'm
but
trying to.
But if I hit them, they go feel like I'm attacking them.
No, of
You know what
course.
I'm
Okay,
saying?
so Gotti, I'm not going to.
Because of that,
No,
and
okay,
because of
yes.
that, we in agreement, y'all.
Right.
It's just it's all around. We said the same shit, but in different ways. You know what I'm
This is the thing. Okay, if I'm hauling off every single day and punching my child with a closed fist, I'm abusing my child. You follow me? Okay, so I believe there is abuse because, okay, every day I feel like punching this little motherfucker just because he did something stupid, right? Well, he's still learning. He's a child. That I would call and consider abuse. You follow me? But as, like Gotti said, every child getting struck by any means feels like an attack. And I can understand that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's teaching the child where there's boundaries to certain shit that they need to understand that, okay, you're going to learn this. I spanked you for it. This is why it happened. Not just, I beat his little ass, put him in the corner, didn't say shit to him.
Right. Why he did it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because then the child learns as he gets older that, well, if I make a mistake, it's okay to be hit. You follow me?
Right.
And there's no,
and you can make a child scary.
Right.
By doing that shit. You'll make them scared because they'll feel like they'll go through life feeling like they're going to get a whooping if they say something. You know what I'm saying? So they'll take a lot of shit. Now, I got 5 sons, y'all, and I have 3 older ones. Yeah. And I stopped whooping my kids in 2004. And my first one was born in 1999, so that's only like about 5-6 years apart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody's, because the thing is, and the so-called quote unquote, because I hate this term, black community, if you don't whoop your kids, they are going to turn out a certain way. Even if they get in trouble. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They'll be like, hey, you better start whooping him or he go be in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Mentality.
Right. And so I ain't whooped none of mine. I ain't got no felonies, nobody in jail. You know what I'm saying? Right. I had that one incident with Junior, but you know what I'm saying? He didn't really do nothing. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I was able to go get him, but none of them are in trouble. They work. I ain't had to beat none of them. They got in trouble. Now, mind you, I snatched a couple cats up. Right. Well, the time I had to go get Junior from jail. You know what I'm saying? But it was serious times, and the times I was in Hamilton and we was going to parent-teacher conference, and the shit that I just got fed up and I had to snatch motherfuckers up. Right. Like, y'all got me here being embarrassed, like Spade said. You know what I'm saying? Right. I feel embarrassed, so I want to embarrass you. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? And I think that, like he said, it's egos. Because now you embarrassing me in front of these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, And that's it. But see, that turns into abuse then, because that's a different way of dealing with your kids.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, when you actually, and I hate to say it like
Fact
this,
remain, our first bully is our parent.
yeah,
I
and you know
said
what?
that too.
You
Our
know
first
what?
It's real
business-
talk.
our
That's
first
real talk.
That's real talk,
Man,
Sayer.
give him some
I'm
credit.
giving you.
real
We had
talk.
to live with them.
I'm giving them this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's
Hey,
true.
It
we
is
had to
true.
live with
It
them.
is very true. Okay, listen, we.
And I don't want to bully my kids.
Hey.
No, no,
I don't
hey,
want them to feel like they're
Gotti,
living with a
you
bully.
gonna- hey, Gotti,
Oh.
you know this. Don't let her not like the daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already know.
What does
And
that
that's
mean?
why I be telling you.
Man, shit, hey, that's the
why I
real.
tell-
That's real.
Hey,
Break it down,
that's-
Sayer.
that's-
Break
What
it
does
down,
that
because she
mean?
don't know. Break
That's
it
why I
down.
tell. Hold on, but that's why I
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
fathers, go get your kids. You know, when y'all done had a bad breakup and shit,
Yeah.
man, go
Don't
save
leave.
your kids because they over there putting up with some shit.
Yeah.
Don't leave him.
Straight up. Now break it down for us,
Don't
son.
leave him. Hey, that you
That's
just
why
did.
I can't live. I can't leave, man, because I'm like, man, the mama don't like me
And
too
the
much.
more
so-
you look like him,
Yep. That's probably why I got slapped, because it's another part of that story. I
That's a whole other program. See, okay, so hold
Yeah.
on. Your mom was vengeful because of some other stuff and was angry with you because you look like your daddy.
Yeah, turn around,
So,
look
okay.
like him.
But that was, hey, that's not a reason why to get smacked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Of course.
No. Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
shit.
Okay, once again, kids being abused, parents should be dealt with when a parent is abusing a child. Okay, period. Because children, they're sponges. They learn. They make mistakes.
Hey, Mila make a good point. Not to cut you off. but
Go ahead, what did she say?
Just look at it. Address that while you talking. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is this, okay? We're all gonna always we have this dialect. We're gonna agree to disagree, and I love it because we all come from different walks of life. But because we
Right.
are people of color, we have dealt with a lot more of the spanking and abuse than other ethnicities. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. White people was time out Timmy and go sit down and all that stuff, right?
Right.
And sometimes kids do need a timeout, and those ways of thinking. Sometimes those disciplines
Some of them
work.
motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Some
yeah.
of them work. Some of them.
no, I'm
But-
saying some
I
of them
did
get
time
time
out.
out. 'Cause I know some white boys that got beat.
Me too.
Right.
My
Same here.
brothers, yeah, they got
Oh
beat.
my
Yeah, different
life.
parents.
I know some white boys that got the worst
Talking about, man.
But look at
They got
the,
beat worse than me, and I
Make
got
you
beat.
wanna go
Yeah.
save him.
but look at the time
You're like, "Mama,
structure
can you
though, and
stay
the time
over?"
frame.
Right.
Because see, 70s, 80s, and in the early 90s, it was okay to discipline your kids.
Right.
Okay.
You can come to school and beat them.
No, yeah, okay.
Your
Beat 'em
teacher
right
used to be able to
classroom.
beat
But
the kids.
look, late 90s, that whole campaign about don't do that and let's use a timeout started, right? So now we got the timeout generation. Those are the kids right now that are going out shooting up school.
No, see,
And don't-
because mine was the timeout when Junior and them, like I say, from 5 on up, and it was 3 of them. Junior the oldest.
Yeah.
I was timeout, but see, it's like you said about the spankers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a way you can do them timeouts.
But you know
Because
what?
see, Dad
Yeah.
used to drink back then.
Listen.
So Dad would put you on timeout and drink a 4-pack. And go to sleep.
And you be
Get your
stuck in
ass-
timeout.
Get your asses on timeout. I wake up 2 hours later, but I feel bad.
Can I get out of here? Right. Falling asleep in the
Like,
corner.
yeah.
No.
So they didn't like them timeouts at all. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. So going back to that timeout whole ordeal or whatever, when you put a kid in timeout and they in the corner, they just thinking about all the stuff that they want to go do out of this timeout.
It's true. They're not thinking about why
Yeah,
they're there.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, how fast can I get out of this corner?
Man, dude and them ain't getting whatever they got into. You know what I'm saying? They,
Just
Okay.
discipline
Right.
them with education.
No,
they
right.
screwing up, make them copy the
make
dictionary.
them read some shit, learn
Yeah,
something
yeah.
about their history and shit.
Right,
Clean the
right.
house, something.
See,
yeah, learn
now,
the house
now,
stuff.
Gotti, that would be fucking phenomenal.
Right.
If you could get them to sit down in the timeout and be like, you know what? I need you to read this chapter for 15 minutes.
And write a
It's your
book
timeout.
report.
No. And then come back and ask them about the chapter that you made them read.
Right.
Because now they're going to be like, man, now it turns into a learning session every time I do something
Right.
crazy.
You gonna be the smartest
Wait,
motherfucker
wait,
around. Fucking
wait, it's crazy. It's crazy you said that.
Stay stupid.
It's
fucking
crazy.
with me.
I just did that last week.
You what you say, Space?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all just said that because I did that last week with my 10-year-old on the real.
Right.
He called him, so I let him go outside. You know what I'm saying? Let him go outside. You know what I mean? He's playing outside with his friends in front of the house. But, you know, if he want to go to the store or something, you know, he got to come ask me.
Right.
But he just decided to walk off. He just decided to walk off to the store with his little friends. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, Spade, not to
And
cut
so it
you
was
off.
cool.
Hold up, not to cut you off. I'm gonna let you right
Crazy.
back. But that's an ass whooping offense. That'll get your ass
You feel
whooped.
me?
That'll get your
You
ass
feel
whooped.
me?
That's dangerous.
You
That's
feel me?
dangerous. Anything dangerous,
And I ain't gonna lie.
get your ass whooped.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, OG. And I heard your story earlier, but I ain't gonna lie. He caught 5 fingers to the face. I ain't gonna count.
Hey, Juan
I
said
ain't
he
gonna
forgot
catch
his
it. He
kids.
caught
He
Don't
said
do
he
that,
forgot his
dog.
kids
But
for 8
aside
hours.
from that, hold on. Look, aside from that, he also had to sit down and do a writing assignment, and we had to go over it about Alexis Patterson. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We had to do research because I live right around the corner from High Mount, right where she got taken from.
That's my hood, and I
You know
know
what
her
I'm
mama. Yeah.
I applaud you, fam.
You know what I'm
Thank
talking,
you.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm right here in the Garfield area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey,
And I had to put him on game.
Right. Go ahead, keep going.
Let's see.
No, I had to put him on game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put him on game.
That- and that's-
And, you know, he watched the news story and make a report about it. We had to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
because
up.
I'm like, bro, you get your ass snatched up real quick out here. You know what I'm saying? And you little. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
10. It's easy. It's
Right.
easy.
Right.
Somebody snatch you up real quick.
Look at
And
me.
he don't know. He you know, he was thinking, he's like, people do this and this to kids. I'll be real with my kids. I'm like,
Me
yeah,
too.
man, it's bad people out here. They'll kill you. They'll beat you. They'll try to have sex with you, all types of things.
I
You know
tell
what I'm
them the
saying?
truth so they
Tell
know
you-
how serious it is.
I tell them the
son.
truth.
Yeah.
Look at.
I keep it real. We in the social media age, man. You got
Yeah.
to keep it real with these shorties. You can't
Hey,
leave
if
them
you
docile
don't,
out
somebody
here.
else will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at Mila says.
Yeah.
She goes, I use everything from a timeout to a smack on the booty. It depends on the issue. I will whoop a kid at school, and it depends on the parent and how they carry and handle their family. This is very true, okay? Because a part-time parent that's abusing a child, not disciplining, abusing a child is going to mentally fuck the child up.
Yeah.
Okay? And that child's going to feel a certain way because, well, you never hear anyway, and all you do when you around is beat me.
Right.
There's
right.
you know what I'm saying?
You start equating that with love, and that's why you get some of them girls that's always in abusive relationships. And if
stand
you ain't upside their head, she don't think.
But
I had
now-
a girl like that. I'll tell y'all about it, but go ahead, Rox.
I want to tell you guys, part-time parenting is almost all parenting right now because 2 people got to work in the household to make it work right now.
We
Ain't
mean it
one
in a
person.
different sense. We
Yeah,
mean it
yeah,
in
I
a
know, but
different
I
way.
mean, to
You know
people
what
that
I
are
mean?
working, obviously, you know, I understand. If it's just
even
going
when
out and doing
even-
whatever you're doing.
Listen, even when what I mean it by is like, let's say you work and you doing your thing, and the time that you can have to spend with the kids, you use dancing on the pole on Instagram. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The kids are in there doing whatever they doing. Now you in there dancing on Instagram, you hear a loud crash. You come in there and you whooping everybody's ass. You know, like
I
they
just
was
Right.
painted a
supervised and
picture.
shit. You know what I'm
You
saying?
just painted a picture for me. I started laughing because she over here doing her thing, she's like, y'all fucking up my Instagram.
Right. Sit down and shut up. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find y'all a new daddy.
Oh my god! Yeah, you better mute your OnlyFans doing that shit. Nobody's gonna like that, you know.
Now look, Jizzle say his mom used to make him read. He got whoopings, not much, but she used to do it. Used to that a lot. Super silent reading.
Yeah.
They used to make him do super silent reading.
I remember that.
I'm so good. I was played. I got beatings and punishment. I used to get both. I used to think that wasn't fair. But I read so many books and so much shit and had to learn how to sound out so much shit on my own that my comprehension level soared to where when I was in the
good.
4th grade, I was reading, I had like a college comprehension level. I used to always have to go to different classes
But-
for shit.
For the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Listen,
No, but you educated,
I
though.
didn't always listen. I didn't always do shit. You know what I mean? It was, and then we got parents in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, man. And it be paining me to say some of this stuff, but our parents was coons, and whatever white folks said you did it. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
And I used to have motherfuckers lie on me. And I remember I went to a chapter 220 school where they was racist. So one day I went up there. My daddy was already up there. Said that somebody took somebody money or some shit. And I'm just looking at him like, you didn't tell him not my son? Like, cause I ain't even do the shit.
Right.
Like, now the other shit I did, but I didn't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But they believe whatever them crackers said, so.
And that's, you know what? And that's rough because nowadays it's just the direct opposite.
Yeah.
It is the direct opposite of that. There is children that will lie to their parents nonstop, and their parent will be like, "No, my son didn't do that," even though the child didn't do it.
My kid was a good kid.
I'm not one of them. You have to L is you have to know your children.
Yeah.
I know my children.
Right.
If you telling me something my son did, if it sound like they ass, I'm like, yeah, he did that shit.
No, right, but
You know what I'm saying? He did that shit the other day with his brother. He did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. I'm the same way with my kids, right? I got a female that's about to be 18. I got a son that's going to be 28. I know both of these kids inside and out. But they both push the envelope. Even my son at this age, his grown-ass age, he still tries to push the envelope sometimes. He's respectful,
Right.
but he's one of those where he's a grown-ass man. He can do what he want to do.
Right.
Right?
I was gonna say you ain't gonna whoop him.
No. But see, the thing is the difference between me raising them and being their parent, okay, and being around for them and helping them through life situations.
Right.
They know that my door is always open to come in and talk about whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then when I ask them certain shit, you get the, well, no, I didn't do that. Or no,
Right.
I didn't do that. You know
I
what I
see
mean?
your relationship
Yeah, but
with your
see-
kids, and they seem like you did a good job.
Right,
You know
but
what I mean?
see, I did discipline them. I didn't abuse them. There's a difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's the thing with kids is that, like I've said this before, you can see when a parent is parenting and when a parent is a piece of shit themselves and they don't take care of their kids.
Right.
And there's a difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is why I say that when you have a parent that's the part-time parent and you can see them in the store, and this is every ethnicity, the kid is wilding out, doing all kinds of shit. And the mom just looking at him like, wait till we get to the damn car.
Right.
Or wait till we get home. And then it's a whole nother story. And then the kid's attitude changes once they leave the store.
Right.
Because that child knows he's going to get fucked up.
He quiet on the way
Yeah,
home. My mama
yeah.
used to pull my ear. I was getting my hair cut by this lady, and she had touched my ears, and she said, "Your mom used to pull on this ear, didn't you?" And I said, "How
Really?
did you know?" And she said, "Because it's stretched out." She done pulled my ear so much, and she said it's softer and stretched out. She done stretched my motherfucking ear, because that was her thing in the store. If I was doing something, she
Yeah.
just grabbed my ear and pulled the fuck out of it, and she used to do that all the damn time, man. To where this woman done stretched my ears out.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right, I never would think that.
Right.
I gotta look at my ears too
Yeah.
now. I
Yeah.
sure got a hole in my head from
Man,
a wooden
that's
spoon.
wild.
Right.
Man, we appreciate you calling in, bro.
Thank you, Spades,
Yes,
man.
thank you.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. Y'all have a good one.
Man, you
Yeah.
too.
No, and you'll see, and like I said, we have heated debates and arguments or whatever. Not even an argument.
Right.
It's
discussion.
It's
and that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know
but
what I'm
see,
saying?
Everybody that's watching this show right now, we want you to share it. We want you guys to comment. We've got a lot of people talking in the comments. Like Mila, we got Juan, motherfucker looking like what?
Yeah, Juan has some crazy
Yeah.
ideas
Locking
in
the
there,
sock.
man.
Look, Juan,
Juan-
that's crazy. Yeah, Juan
Why? That's
crazy.
what I'm talking about. He said he left his kids in the
8
corner for
hours.
8 hours.
Oh, wow. I remember I forgot Junior at daycare, man.
What?
Oh,
Man,
my
I
God.
woke up. I got drunk too early. I used to have a drinking problem, y'all. And I got drunk too early and said, I'm just going to take a quick nap.
Oh, no.
When I woke up, it was full like nighttime. I had like 35 missed calls and shit.
Damn.
And lucky he stayed around the corner, but I went around there and I never did that again because I was so fucking embarrassed and scared.
That's rough,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, what if they had to put him on the porch? I'm young. I'm like, I'm only 22. You know what I'm saying? What if they had to put him on the porch and shit? Like, fuck, dude. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't let that happen. No
Hey, you know
more.
what though, man? Gotti, another thing to attest to this whole conversation It's babies having babies.
Yep.
You know what
When
I'm
you
saying?
have young
It's-
parents, and in my people's defense, I had young parents. You know what I'm saying? I had really young parents, and they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
I get that.
And parenting, there is no handbook for it.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? There is
Nope.
no handbook for parenting. Everybody's going to parent a different way.
Right.
Or from what they've seen or what they were told. Your doctor has a lot of influence on how you raise your children because you're always in and out of the doctor's office with your kids when they're little. And the doctor's trying to give you advice for certain this and that.
Right.
And, all kinds of weird shit. And it all falls into play, right?
Man, this was all design, but we ain't got enough time to talk about it.
Right. And,
It's all about design. That
Yeah.
young parent stuff don't even really matter that much because if you take it back to the South, man, they was young back then. You know what I mean? And it was just a family unit together.
That's
to
what I was
educate,
going to say.
learn from.
Yeah, it was a
You know what I
stronger
mean?
support system.
See, they done busted. This is all the effects of them breaking up the household.
Right.
Man. This
That's what I
is
was
all
saying,
the
but-
effects. It's all in disarray. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing is in the order in which it is. Everything is inside out.
Right.
That is very true, though. That's you know why? Because if you look at this, when we say part-time parenting, where's the other parent? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So these households, in today, if you think about today's marriage and divorce rate, people get married to get divorced.
To get divorced.
You follow me? Like literally, no lie. I have done some weddings for people, and annulments happen 6 months later.
Hell, can I say something right quick?
Go
And
ahead,
it's to
man.
what you talking about, but
Yeah.
I was gonna make it a topic, and I just thought of it because they always, when it comes to the family breaking up, most of the blame usually goes on the man. You know what I'm saying? But I know of situations, a bunch of situations where, let's say, we have kids, me and a woman have kids, and I don't want my kids to be without dad. So I'm kind of willing to put up with some shit, you know what I'm saying, as to not break the family up. But the woman, on the other hand, is quick to be like, get out, I don't need you, I can do it all on my own, this, that. She is more apt to break up the family than the man. Now, of course, they'll blame it on something the man did. Let's say the man cheated, right? He cheated. People make mistakes. But he like, hey, I don't want to leave my family, though. But you got a woman who's been trained by TV and shit, you know what I'm saying, to not put up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? To throw a whole man that was, you forget he was paying bills and take the kids when you
Go
couldn't
talk to
handle
your
it.
grandmama
when you
and
was
granddad.
sick, yeah, when you was sick, he took the kids and took care of them so you could rest and bought your soup. Fuck all that. The TV said you ain't supposed to put up with that shit.
You remember what I did to that nigga that hurt you?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they more apt to break the family up over bullshit too. Mostly a lack of control. If they can't control you. A lot of them, if they can't control, not all women, I cannot say all women, let's clear that up. But most of them, if they can't control you, if it's where were you last night? None of your business. You can get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
You can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And
Damn.
those same women will use your kids as pawns against you.
Yep.
Right.
Play games.
That's
I wonder
really
why
sad.
do they feel like
Yeah.
we supposed to answer them questions?
I don't know.
No, Juan
I
tripping,
have no
man.
idea. I have
Yeah,
no
he
idea.
really is.
Where you at?
Right. Who are you to question me? And they feel like they have a right, especially when you marry them. They feel like it's like some sort of right they have to know where you are, where you going, what you doing, who you going with. You are not my mama. The only woman get that privilege is my mama. Straight up, not no woman. I don't know why they feel like that.
I just think because, you know what, I'm going to say this because I'm not controlling at all. And I used to be in my first marriage. It's wanting to have like that, what's that called?
Control.
No, it's not control. No.
Oh, wait, no, listen, look.
I want you to at least respect me, to tell me where you're going and what you're doing.
See, there's
That's
that
what I would
respect.
How is it not
Why?
respectful?
How's it not respectful for me to tell you where I'm going? How?
What do you mean? Like, okay,
Exactly
so
what I said.
Yeah.
well, okay, if I'm going out, if I'm going out with my friends and I just tell my man I'm leaving, bye. I don't even tell him where I'm going. That's so
How is that-
disrespectful.
how?
Because you're sharing with your partner that you're going to be okay, that you're with friends, you're doing what you got to do, and that's it. There's
I
no
can
big
see
deal
that.
in
How is
that.
friends
What
right
makes
there,
it
y'all walking out the
disrespect?
door.
Wait a minute. What makes it disrespect that I don't do that? Because when you say disrespect, that's a strong word.
I think it's
It's like
disrespectful.
my
because,
mama. I could
Well-
disrespect my mama, but you know what I mean?
Because we have to respect each other and what we're doing and where we're going, and it's so weird. We only got like a minute, but I promise you we need to talk about this
We're
another
gonna
time.
come back. Come on the FM side. We're gonna keep this going. This is